She got me like.
What's up, guys? Roll TKORiding. What's up, guys? Going to the gym on a beautiful sunny day. Wish I was off so I could just stay out riding, but sadly I'm not. So I gotta go. I gotta get my swole on, and then I've gotta go back and get ready for work. But I was wondering, what do you guys like that motovloggers talk about? I mean, most of the time, obviously it's motorcycle stuff for obvious reasons. But I mean, is it of interest when motovloggers talk about their actual personal life? Which I noticed not a whole lot of them actually do. In fact, until recently, most of them didn't even show their faces. And I don't know if that's because they're afraid of backlash of like their recorded videos that they like to put on YouTube of them on motorcycles probably being stupid every now and then. Which I'm gonna go with probably yes, and I guess eventually most of them were like, oh, whatever, let's go do it. Most of them don't actually talk about their personal life, which I've noticed much. A couple of them will. They only do it to an extent. I've noticed that, and I feel more like, well, I'm trying to make this YouTube, thing a reality, and trying to make it to where, that you guys are watching me, so why not give you insight of my life, since that's kind of what I'm filming. For the most part. Riding takes up probably 80-85% of my time. Whenever I can, I go out to the group meets that my group makes, ride with them like crazy. That's a majority of my time devoted to that one, because it's not a whole lot of money. Getting in on a motorcycle and all that stuff, but like the upkeep and everything after that point isn't really that much. As in, like, once you have a motorcycle, and like, yeah, there is a little bit of upkeep, oil, cleaning, lubing, doing all that stuff. But outside that, like, if everything's running smoothly, which anyone who with a motorcycle knows, like, doesn't happen very often. If everything's running smoothly, like for a day, really the only thing you gotta pay for is gas, which is actually all I've been paying for lately, luckily. I need to do an oil change here very, very soon, but, and that runs you, what, like 50 bucks? Mine takes 3.9 quarts of oil, or what, Mobil 1, the racing synthetic shit is like 10 bucks a quart. I think I ended up buying 4, just the 4th one's a top up. Whatever, regardless, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about was a little more personal, I guess. A little more personal in my life anyways. And kind of has nothing to do with motorcycle riding. It just happens to be that I'm on a motorcycle. And I have a good background view. And unfortunately, you just can't see me. Maybe I'll get another GoPro and mount it up and point it at me so you can see me. God, I need a fucking tinted visor. Shit's redonkulous. Anywho's, well, yeah, do you guys enjoy when motovloggers get into talking about their, like, personal life? I would think that would help people relate with them more. And be like, oh, wait, they have the same issues I have. Exactly. Everything's identical. Some of the guys are lucky and they do this kind of full-time. And I guess they make enough money from it to where they can do it full-time, which, like, even if I was at the point where I had enough to do it full-time, honestly, I do enjoy it a lot, and, I have no viewers now at all, hardly. But I still enjoy doing it. I'm a little lazy on uploading, just because I do have work, but, I don't know, I enjoy my full-time work a lot, too. Luckily, I've been blessed. Like, find a job you love, and you'll never work a day in your life, or something like that. That's pretty much what it is. Like, obviously, everyone has bad days at work. I have bad days at work, even though I love it. I'll wait a little while to get into my work. I won't get into that quite yet. I don't know how I was gonna get into it, but I had an idea somehow talking about the whole, like, gay marriage thing, which, disclaimer, I have no problem with. I'm not personally gay. I don't know if that's politically correct. I'm not personally gay. I myself am not gay. I like women. I'm a male. But I still have no issue. Did he nod? I think that was a nod. No feet down. Come on, no feet down. I never put my feet down. I have no issue with it at all. It doesn't affect me. Like, it doesn't give me any bonus points. It doesn't give me any sort of extra in the world. Like, I can't, I could always kind of marry women. Finding a woman now to marry, on the other hand, that's a different fucking story. But no, really, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know And these motherfuckers who can take the time off to go protest and bitch, I'm like, I need your job. You let me know what the fuck you do. Where one, you make enough money that you can just take fucking time off to go shout about shit. And two, that allows you to take the time off to go somewhere and shout about shit. Because like, fuck, if I tried to take that much time off to go bitch about some people being able to get married, my job would be like, fuck you, bye. And two, I'm too lazy. Fuck that. I'm not gonna go out and complain. But no, really, I mean, like, I don't understand why it affects anybody. It doesn't. Like, all of a sudden people are like, oh, gay marriage, blah, blah, gays are going to hell. Blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Before they got married, they still lived together. They still fucked. It's not like that changed anything. Now they can just, under the, U.S. blanket law, they can now proclaim their love to one another on paper. That's all it fucking did. I don't know why people are all up in uproar. And the whole thing about the fucking Bible. Yeah, well, guess what? The Bible also says you shouldn't eat fish. I've read the Bible, thank you. I mean, like, I can't bitch about it if, you can't bitch about something you've never read before. But there's enough in there that changes every so often to where it's like, real, picking and choosing your battles. You're picking and choosing one part out of the Bible to use, and like, because the whole fish thing, people proclaim, well, over time, and just this, that, and the other, like, over time, these things have changed. Well, okay, why hasn't, gay marriage thing changed? But regardless, gay marriage does not bother me one bit. I don't care. I'm not concerned about a bunch of gays coming and, like, raping me. It's nothing, like, it doesn't fucking bother me. It's not affecting me in my everyday life. I don't have to pay more taxes now because gays can't get married. I mean, that's really it, too. Damn, they're signing a piece of paper and they're now joining life in taxes, and they can now divorce each other. I mean, so divorce rates are going to go fucking out the roof now because now they can actually technically get married. I mean, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares about gay marriage? I'm in a sense of, like, as it being a bad thing. I mean, obviously, if you're gay and you can now get married, obviously that's a big deal for you. That's not what I mean. That, all moral power to you. I mean, do what you want to do. I don't care. I mean in the sense of, like, it affecting people and making them need to protest. Like, it doesn't. It doesn't cost us money. It doesn't do anything other than allow them to get married. So, whatever. On that note, I don't know how to fucking jump into it, but I'm just going to jump into it. Online dating. I was going to go with, like, a Dr. Phil kind of, like, online dating statement, but I didn't know how to do it. But regardless, yes, online dating, my friends. I know some of you motherfuckers out there have done it. Don't even point your fingers at me and be like, well, Taylor does online dating? What? And I wouldn't really say I do it. I say I attempt, I guess. Because, like, why not? I mean, you're going to meet a person at a bar, you're going to meet a person at online dating. Whatever, it's all the fucking same. And it's ridiculous in the first place. It is horrible. It is horrendous. I guess occasionally there's a good person on it, but they're on it for like a day and they get a million fucking horrible messages and they hop off. I mean, that's pretty much it. And obviously the ratio is skewed. Obviously there's a hell of a lot more dudes on there with their fucking meat hanging out and they're beating it than there are women. And that's a fucking proven fact. Like periods attracting bears, my friends. It is a proven scientific fact. But every now and then you find a good girl, I guess. But for the most part, you really don't. There's something wrong. Dudes are on there to get their dicks wet. Let's be honest about that. There might be an occasional, like, decent dude on there, but really, for the most part, dudes are on there to get their dick wet. And I mean, like, I've definitely used it to attempt to find somebody. It hasn't played out, so, and I've been doing it, unfortunately, for a while, I guess, and you don't really find decent people on there for the most part. It seems like girls just want attention, because even if they're fucking talking to you, they're talking to, like, 30 other dudes and blowing them at the same time as well. They might not be blowing them, that might have been a little severe, but they're talking to you and 25 other dudes. Or, I mean, I can reverse the roles and say that the whole women thing, dudes are talking to 25 other girls, but I'm saying it from my standpoint, and I am a dude and I'm looking for women on there, not looking for dudes on there. So it's very skewed, I think, for the most part. And then, like, even if you find a decent chick and you take them out a couple times, like, and they haven't actually gotten off of it yet, they're still talking to like a million other dudes. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, if you meet somebody at a bar, technically, yes, okay, they could have a bunch of dude friends still too. But I don't know. I guess kind of traditional, kind of. I look at it as kind of like a crock of shit. I mean, you got a few. You got like OkCupid, POF, Gal. Tinder's just a hookup site. Man, she gave me like a fucking stank eye right there. She was just like, this dude on a motorcycle. What the fuck's he doing? on a two-wheeled contraption. What is that? Online dating, guys. It's just, I don't know. I know there's some other horny dudes out there that are doing it. And I say horny, I mean, like, you know, obviously, like, I was actually using it to try and find, like, a decent person to have, like, some decent conversation with. And so far, it hasn't really played out. At least not that I know of. Like, there's a couple girls on there that I guess are interesting. But then, you know, I've done it enough to the point now where I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, they're still talking to, you know, a million other dudes, and they're obviously still online there without deleting their account. Now, there are occasionally you'll get on there, and if you're just fucking hunting enough like I am, you'll message somebody just made an account, and they'll be on there for like a day or two, and they'll get like a million, like, just horrible, because remember, it's skewed. There's probably like one girl for every like 10 dudes. Or the ratio of like ones that respond are 1 to like every 10 dudes. Like, you message like 10 chicks, maybe one of them will respond, maybe, because they fucking hardly ever message you back. And then, like, unfortunately, the ones that do message you back, and I'm not promoting being shallow or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But obviously, everybody has, you know, everyone has what they're attracted to. Everybody is attracted to what they're attracted to. So obviously, when certain people message me, I'm just like, God damn it, like, you're really nice and everything like that, but unfortunately, like, I'm just not attracted to you, which, God damn it, really, traffic? Come on. I'm going the speed limit. I guess I can't bitch too much. But, like, everybody's attracted to what they're attracted to, if that makes sense. So, I mean, obviously, you're gonna get messages from people on there that you're not really attracted to. That's the issue, is the ones that do respond. Like, the ones that you're like, God, these women are fucking hot, they don't respond. No offense. Please do not take any offense to that. You know, there's some women I'm just not attracted to. Like, super done up chicks, I am not that attracted to. So please, when I say that, you know, for anybody who's watching, you know, if I'm saying, oh, you know, I'm not, you know, a dude's not attracted to you, that does not mean that you're, you know, ugly or anything like that. That just means that I'm not attracted to you. You know, I'll get a woman that I'm just like, I look at the pictures, I'm like, nah, you're not really doing it for me. And, like, that's all, like, generally, most of the time, the people that I get that respond to me, or not respond to me, but that message me first. So, you know, you never know on that shit. And then, like, I've gone out with a couple girls on there, and it's still, like, they're still messaging, like, 14 dudes, and it's just fucking horrible. I don't know. Oh, it's my jam.
Have you ever seen a spaceship? I traveling to different places.
Huh, that's interesting. Him sitting in his car. You would think that he would be wiser than that. Like, I get that it's hot outside and you want to sit in your car, but I don't know. You never know with people. I'm talking about that cop I just passed. Like, if you're on a traffic stop like that, you would think that, knowing that cops are dropping like flies now, you know, lately, that you would look at that and be like, you know what if he comes out and starts opening fire on me and I'm sitting in my seat? You know, they're not special seats, they're normal seats, most part. So you're gonna try and, like, lean over, fight with your fucking, the buckle, not the buckle, but the receiving end of the buckle, where you plug the buckle into. Like, you're gonna fight with that, trying to get your fucking gun out, along with your fucking rolls of fat that you're trying to scoot out of the way so you can pull the fucking gun out, and then you have to return fire. Well, this guy's already stepped out of his fucking car with his gun and is unloading on your face through your windshield. You would think that you wouldn't want to sit in your car because of that. That was a little dangerous. That could have really sucked in the long run. I could have smacked in the back of the fucking semi. That would have hurt. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that at home. Be a little fucking smart about your fucking decisions riding. Especially when you're squinting it up. Don't be an idiot. I'm too late for that, though. My brain's already too fucked up.
In love with the money, I ain't never letting go. And I get high with my baby. I just left the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah.
Such a good jam. Such a good jam. But where would I leave off? Fucking old guy, fucking burning out tires. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, online dating and how it's a fucking cesspool. And my experiences with it. I don't know. I mean, I met some cool chicks off of it, but for the most part, it's really lame and kind of sad. I really don't like being single, but I'm an idiot, so I fuck things up. There's no other way to explain it other than that. But, yeah, So I ruined good things. So as soon as I found something amazing, it was one of those things where I fucked it up and realized it afterwards. And like, I'm afraid it's too late now. So that's my life. It's a crock of shit. I already have trust issues, and that creates more trust issues. And like, every chick is on Tinder. Tinder's a fucking cesspool. Tinder's the worst. If you're like actually trying to find somebody, don't use Tinder. Tinder's awful. It's your window shopping, literally. I mean, that is the idea of the app. You're looking at what you think is attractive and what you think is not. And I really don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm hoping you can. But I'm going highway speeds. So, I don't know. But, like, OkCupid, POF, those are really the only two I know, really. Without paying, but they're all free, keep that in mind. Like Match.com and shit, I think there's like a trial, but you have to pay for it. And this is probably all really, really sad that this is what I'm talking about, but hey, unlike almost every other fucking motovlogger out there, I'm single. There are a lot of them. There's a lot of motovloggers out there that are single as well. But I'm single, so shit, I experiment, I guess. Experiment, that's probably the wrong word for it. I use that dating stuff. But yeah, online dating, it is what it is. I don't know, give it a shot if it's something you're interested in. If not, don't. Or whatever, doesn't really bother me any. Then there's definitely your fair share of crazies on there. Definitely some crazies. Oh, I got some crazy stories. Oh, do I have those? I don't know. I really hate being single, I guess, for the most part. I hate dating. It costs a lot of money for starters. Well, guys, I appreciate you listening to me banter on about online dating and shit. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more, and I appreciate it. So you guys have a fabulous day. Bye!